It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. To the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Texans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Escapes the defender. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Stroud now on fourth down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 4th down. Here's Stroud. And he is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Texans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A strong running. 56 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Now 2nd and 3. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expected miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now a handoff running through the middle. Still going inside the 20. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Here we go on 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there as time expires in the 1st half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the 1st half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now back to throw. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud out of the gun here. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Stroud working out of the gun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, more problems defensively. The face mask adds 15 yards.
And this has really been an undisciplined team. We've seen them make a lot of mistakes similar to this. It's a big reason why they're down so big on the scoreboard.
Here's a give up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Able to slither by. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. They'll get this down to the 38. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now a handoff running through the middle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to at least get one score back. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2nd and 5. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Second down and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Taking it right down Broadway. He's to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Mevis is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home. There he goes left side. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Sly on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. And all the way down to the 29. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and 13. He'll buy some time right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
19, Tiger, 19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Hands it off out of the gun. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now a 2nd and 10. Fighting to stay upright. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's a 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The Texans, they are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.